Sorry guys. Excuse all the coughing like a bit of a ruffian. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, we've gone through and I've painted a bit of silver on all of those pieces. So we can come into like this one here, which has been dry for a very long time, and start colouring in all our silver sections that we want to colour in, which, as you can see, a lot of this has a lot of silver on it anyway, in a fair few different places. But let's follow a process. We'll get the same kind of areas painted silver on all of the ruins, so that they kind of look somewhat, even if they are different colours per se, whether they're, you know, like, as I said, these ones have been painted with the runic grey, and then you can see I've actually managed to get some of the tan in, but we can actually get this silver on in a few spots. Which enables us to, you know, to make things pop a little more. And that kind of gives us that look on there. Actually, I missed a piece. I've done silver on another section, which I've just accidentally skipped over, which I did on the previous one, which is running this actual hood lining, technically silver, and around the sides of it to make it stand out, per se, and then somehow accidentally getting too far over everything else with what I was trying to do, which doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't hugely stand out, and then just going in and 1 and 2. And there we go. We've got you know, our silver on there. Obviously, again, I've gone silver all the way across here in plenty of places around the top. So this piece will be a lot more silver than a lot of other things, but it's pretty simple, just getting different colors in and just trying to, you know, make it look different. And like here we've got absolution green, so we can actually say come in, and I'm going to attempt to do this. We'll grab this wire that's here, and I'm going to run this up either side of this piece, and just get some green in, just to break up all of that grey and silver. There we go. As you can see, like just a little bit of a change there. All of a sudden it's popping completely with what we've added to our already coloured sections. I will none oil probably a lot of this silver. I'm definitely going to change what colours I put on these. I may even go over these pipes with something, maybe not. Even if I can figure it out, maybe I do have, what have I got here? I've got hoplite gold. Make sure it's shaken up enough. You know, the option is that I can come in and really, this is why I like these speed pens per se, so I feel like I have a little bit more control. So we can come through and we can get this kind of sorted out in a way that hits everything on the knocker that we're after. Really allows us to, as I said, produce something that stands out a little bit. Definitely breaks up the colours that are on the table, especially with the colours inside of the, like the terrain is one bulky colour. So right now we've just literally broken up one piece, and it stands out quite good, given that the rest of the model is actually like grey and silver and a yellow colour and some blue. It all pops in its own various stages. But yeah, we'll continue working on, what do we got here? Oh, blood red. Oh, let's go with blood red. Probably not. I'm not sure I'm going to add that. What am I looking at? Orange. Change of pace. I was looking at blood red and I decided I'm going to go with orange. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to actually... So it's going to be fun, because what the point is, I'm going to go orange on these, what look like, which people will have seen. I know I've seen them, heater vent type things. We used to have, my grandmother had one, like the weird heater that came out of the wall. That's what it reminds me of. So we just get some orange on these. And what we'll do after these have dried, because again, we've really got to make sure that the paint pen's dry. We will get, because they easily reactivate, is the one thing I've noticed. And that is not what you want to do with them. So once these have dried per se, so I've got all of that coloured in the best I can. As you can see there, it's reactivating and taking the colour off its own piece. We will hit that with some Seraphim Sepia, I reckon, something darkish that will allow it to change colour. So we can do the same thing here, like we've got the one just here. Now, obviously, with the Bacillum Grey, it's going to give us a different colour again over the top of, which hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold this at an angle you can see. Over the top of this, so we'll go in. I do like, as I said, these paint markers are quite good at being able to get into certain spots, and like I feel like I've got a very good section of, like, very good piece of control. I'm not really, again, getting out of the lines that I don't want to have painted, and it's allowing for, and even you look at that compared to these, how the two different colours stand, and like I don't need to change anything with this colour here. I'm quite happy with the way it sits. Obviously the grey one in the bottom, it's a lot lighter. I will have to run some Seraphim Sepia over to try and, whether it's that or no one all, to try and dull it right down. We've got one more piece here which looks like it's dried enough for the time being, and we'll give it a run. But you can see here, this is a lot darker. I did a second coat of the Bacillum Grey over this entire piece because I was not happy with how dark it was. And you can see that these already, this comes out much darker, a much darker piece. So, I'm not going to have to adjust any of this or give it any extra highlighting or per se. Like it's coming out in the colour. Like maybe I could go in with a bronze dry brush over the top once it's dry and it's set and the colours are good. That would give it a little bit of a shiny edge. But you can see there that this orangey red colour, which is obviously the fire giant orange from the Army Painter speed paint pens, is really producing a colour that I'm quite happy with. To be honest, I'm not really going to want to change too much of what is really going on with it, because it's hitting all those little boxes that I'm trying to tick. So you can see there, it's again, it's a totally different, much darker piece. As per normal, that is all from me. Yeah, I'm still sick, so I sound like shit, and probably by the time these videos go up, I will be a hell of a lot healthier. But as per normal, that is all from me, so bye for now, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.